for an increasing amount of large multinationals, working globally can bring with it a huge amount of challenges. We spoke to Patrick Med, Learning and Development Leader for Ernst and Young Asia Pacific, for his key pieces of advice for fostering global working.
The thing that I've found the starting block is absolutely picking the people and building the relationships. And nothing gets done through emails, nothing gets done from global by sending instructions. You need the relationships, you need the stakeholders, and you need to figure out really what the buy-in and what the selling points in every area is. So once you know your people and can really understand what their business is and know that we're actually acting as a business partner, then the relationships are formed, and those relationships are very much as an advisor to start with, and then maybe as a business partner, and then maybe you can then start to do some enforcement to say, well, global is the way we should be going, so to push it then. Communication. Everyone reads things differently. Everyone says they heard it on a call, but when I do a call, I have a slide pack saying what I'm saying. I have actions at the end saying what I've done, and then I get people to talk about, what they're then going to do. And I think that's really key when I've got 21 countries across Asia Pac, because when you're listening to something in a second language, it takes a long time to process, and you can never appreciate that complexity that they go through when I'm sitting with the Yorkshire accent, going through a lot of information, and then I make sure it's written and I communicate it often and back and congratulate and reward and thank them.
Med urges companies to consider what initiatives will work being enforced globally and which are better to be left regional.
The thing with global is what is good to be global and what is completely consistent and solid. So these are the things like values and core beliefs and things that we sort of say, this is our employee value proposition. These are strong things. And then what's the flexibility with actually going to the different countries and the locals, because you actually sit there and think, well, that we can't control that globally. So there has to be that kind of flexibility to say this is definitely a global thing that we can work on. And we can make it consistent. This, we have to allow some flexibility.
Finally, Med cautions that communicating the notion of a global team can sometimes be challenging.
Our global team isn't a separate entity. A lot of the regionals will say, oh, who is global? Well, we all are global. We know the people that operate at the area level, people that operate at the country level. We actually gain subject matter experts from each country and bring them together to design training programs. Therefore, they are global for that moment. So, and the more we can do that, now the challenges we faced was we would produce a program, and then what would happen is people would say, yeah, this isn't relevant in China or in Korea or in the States or in South America. It doesn't feel relevant. So now what we do is we take experts and we take them out of the business and we say, this is really key. We want to take the people from the front client-facing end, put them together in a team. We might even fly them to a destination so they can be in a room and say, what would be the greatest way of doing project management that would work with everyone? What would be the best way? And we've got cross cultures, we've got cross businesses, we've got every different type of style involved, and that group becomes global, and therefore the buy-in's better, and therefore the production's better. And we've actually just won an award for our project management program that we ran on that basis, and it's an outstanding program, and that's the sort of thing that we can do consistently global.